Hello students. Today we discuss a new article. In the last period we discussed stationary waves and properties of stationary waves. Today we find out equation of a stationary wave on a stretched string. Now we discuss this equation of stationary wave on a stretched string means when a string is stretched in between two fixed points, at that time in between these two fixed points now stationary waves are produced. We have to find out the equation of this stationary wave. Okay, now first we have to consider two simple harmonic progressive waves which are identical, right? Therefore we consider two identical simple harmonic progressive waves having equal amplitude now this amplitude is suppose small a and equal wavelength now that is lambda, right? Now we consider two identical simple harmonic progressive waves having equal amplitude that is small a and equal wavelength that is lambda traveling along the same path but in opposite direction. At that time it produces stationary wave, right? Now in this case we consider two identical simple harmonic progressive waves having the same amplitude a and same wavelength lambda, right? Now the displacement due to the first wave is suppose y1 and displacement due to the second wave is y2, and according to principle of superposition of waves this resultant displacement due to the two waves is y, and y is always equal to y1 plus y2, right? Now in this way we consider two simple harmonic progressive waves and these two waves produces a stationary wave. We have to find out this equation of this stationary wave, right? Now to produce this stationary wave, now minimum two waves are taken. First wave whose displacement is y1. Therefore, when this wave is traveling along x-axis towards x direction, positive direction, at that time it has one equation. And when other wave which is traveling along the same x-axis but in negative direction, it has another equation, right? Now we consider one by one, right? Now we consider the equation of wave along x-axis in positive direction Now we know that we find out in the last lecture the equation of a wave along x-axis in positive direction. At that time this equation is y1 and y1 is equal to its amplitude of that wave is a sine in bracket omega t minus kx, right? Means when any wave, progressive wave, which is traveling along x-axis towards the positive direction, at that time, now the equation of that wave is y1 and y1 is equal to a sine in bracket omega t minus kx, right? Where omega is 2 pi n, and k is equal to 2 pi by lambda, right? Now we substitute these two values, therefore this equation becomes y1 is equal to a sine in bracket 2 pi n t minus 2 pi x by lambda. Now this is the equation 1 along positive direction. Means when one simple harmonic wave which is traveling along the x-axis towards the positive direction, at that time the equation of that wave is y1 and y1 is equal to a sine in bracket 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda, right? Now we consider another wave. Now this wave is traveling along the same axis but in negative direction, right? At that time, now the equation of that wave is y2, and y2 is equal to a sine in bracket omega t plus kx. Omega t plus kx. Now again, when we substitute value of omega and k, we find out a sine 2 pi n t plus 2 pi x by lambda, and suppose this is equation 2. Therefore, this is the equation of wave which is traveling along the same x-axis but in negative direction. Therefore, it is the equation of wave along x-axis but in negative direction. In this way, we consider two equations for two different waves. When any wave which is traveling along the x-axis towards the positive direction, at that time the equation of that wave is y1, which is equal to a sine 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda, equation 1. And when another wave which is traveling along the same axis but in negative direction, whose equation is y2, and y2 equal to a sine 2 pi nt plus 2 pi x by lambda, equation 2. Now, two displacements of two different waves are known to you. Now, according to principle of superposition of wave, therefore, according to principle of superposition of wave, according to principle of superposition of wave, according to this principle of superposition of wave, now resultant displacement y is always equal to vector sum of displacement of each individual wave, means v is equal to y1 plus y2, right? Now we substitute value of y1 this and y2 this. Now the equation becomes therefore y is equal to a sine in bracket 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda. Now it is the equation 1 y1 plus divided with a sine in bracket 2 pi nt plus 2 pi x by lambda. Now in this way we write here y is equal to y1 plus y2. Okay. Right? Now, again, from these two terms, a is a common factor. A is a common factor. Take it outside. Now the equation becomes a is taken as a common factor. Now the remaining sine 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda in plus a is taken outside sine 2 pi nt plus 2 pi x by lambda, bracket close. Right? Now for this term, now we consider, suppose it is c, and for this term, now we consider it is d. Therefore, it becomes sine c plus sine d. Now we use this identity, sine c plus sine d. What is this identity? Using sine c plus sine d, sine c plus sine d is equal to 2 sine c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2, right? Now we use this identity in this case. Now using this identity, now the equation of y is equal to, now this 2 into a, it becomes 2a. 2 into a, it becomes 2a, and in bracket sine c plus d. C is 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda. Now this is c is added with d. D is 2 pi nt plus 2 pi x by lambda, and it is divided by 2. Okay. Now this is the sine c plus d divided by 2 into cos of, again c minus d. C minus d means 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda minus 2 pi nt minus 2 pi x by lambda and again it is divided by 2, bracket close. Okay, in this way we use this identity sin c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2, right? Now in this case minus 2 pi x by lambda plus 2 pi x by lambda gets cancelled. 2 pi nt minus 2 pi nt gets cancelled. Now the remaining y is equal to 2a sin 2 pi nt plus 2 pi nt, it becomes 4 pi nt and it is divided by 2 into cos of minus 2 pi x by lambda minus 2 pi x by lambda minus 4 pi x by lambda, and again it is divided by 2. Okay. Now again when we solve this, y equal to 2a sin of 4 by 2, now it is 2 pi nt, 4 by 2 means it is 2 pi nt into cos of, now when it is divided by 2, now it is 2 pi x by lambda, 2 pi x by lambda. Now in this case cos of minus of 2 pi x by lambda, it becomes positive, means in this case we use here cos of minus theta is equal to cos of theta, right? Using this identity, we write here y equal to 2a sin 2 pi nt into cos of 2 pi x by lambda, right? Now we rearrange this term. Now rearranging these terms, finally we find out. Now therefore finally y is equal to 2a as it is. Now take first this cos of 2 pi x by lambda, cos of 2 pi x by lambda into sin of this term 2 pi nt, right? Now this is the equation of a stationary wave on a stretched string. In this way we find out the equation of stationary wave on a stretched string. What is the equation? Y is equal to 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda into sin of 2 pi nt. Right? Now this is the equation of a stationary wave. Okay. But in this equation we observe that this term 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda is nothing but it is the amplitude of wave and it is denoted by capital A. And this term 2 pi nt is nothing but it is the phase difference. It is the phase difference of wave and it is denoted by omega t. Therefore, when we substitute for this term as amplitude capital A and for this term as phase difference omega t, now we do A sin omega t. A sin omega t. In this way, finally, we find out the equation of stationary wave on a stretched string. What is the equation of stationary wave? It is y equal to 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda into sin of 2 pi nt. And when this term is taken as the total maximum amplitude and this is taken as the phase difference omega t, finally we find out the equation of the stationary wave y is equal to capital A sin omega t. Now this is the equation of a stationary wave, right? Now again when we study equation of stationary wave, at that time again we have to consider here two types of conditions. Now we know that when stationary waves travels through the medium, at that time medium is alternately divided into nodes and antinodes. Now in that medium nodes and antinodes are produced. Now when nodes are produced, at that time there are some conditions. When antinodes are produced, at that time again there is one condition. Therefore, at different conditions, nodes are produced and different conditions, antinodes are produced. Therefore, for nodes and antinodes, there are different conditions. Okay. Now we discuss conditions for node. Now we consider first conditions for node. Conditions for nodes, right? But we know that when stationary waves travel through the medium, at that time some particles of that medium does not vibrate. Means the particles remains at rest. Means the amplitude for that particle is zero. Means it is minimum. Therefore, the points at which amplitude of particles of a medium is minimum. Means it is zero. Now these points are called as nodes, right? Now these points are called as nodes. Means for nodes amplitude is equal to 0. What is condition? For nodes, when nodes are obtained, when we consider any point in that medium and the point at which the amplitude of particles of medium is minimum or it is 0, at that time nodes are produced. Therefore, what is the condition for node? For condition for node is A is always 0. A is always 0, right? But what is A? A is the resultant amplitude. Now, in that case, we consider here y equal to 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda into sine of 2 pi nt. Now, this is the equation of stationary wave. Now, in this stationary wave, this part 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda is taken as amplitude a. Right? Therefore, this a is nothing but this part 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda. Right? Therefore, we write here when value of for nodes when value of a is 0, it means that 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to a. This is the amplitude of a wave. But this amplitude of wave is 0. Therefore, 2a cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0. Because for nodes a is 0. Therefore, value of a is 0. Right? Now, again, cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0. Dividing on both sides by 2a. 2a gets cancelled. Now cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0. Means value of this angle, cosine value of this angle is 0. Cosine value of this angle is 0. But value of this angle is what? Right? Now we have to find out value of 2 pi x by lambda. Now we know that for cos 90 degree, cos 90 degree is always 0. Cos 90 degree is always 0. Therefore, we consider here pi by 2 means it is 0. Pi by 2 is 0. Therefore, instead of this 2 pi x by lambda, value of this 2 pi x by lambda is always 0 when value of angle is pi by 2 or when phase difference is pi by 2. Therefore, we consider here 2 pi x by lambda, this theta, 2 pi x by lambda is equal to pi by 2, and when it is 3 pi by 2, when it is 5 pi by 2, when it is 7 pi by 2, and so on. Right? Means when the angles are pi by 2, at that time cos of this pi by 2 is always 0. Cos of 3 pi by 2 is also 0. Cos of 5 pi by 2 is also 0. Cos of 7 pi by 2 is also 0. Right? Therefore, for this angle 2 pi x by lambda, for this angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle. Now, when we substitute values of this at that time, finally it gives the answer is 0. Cosine of these angles is always 0. Right? Now, from this we consider value of x. Now, what is x? X is the distance of node from its origin. Now, we consider here first condition 2 pi x by lambda is equal to the first angle. First angle is pi by 2. Right? Now, we find out this equation for x. Therefore, x equal to pi by 2 as it is into lambda upon 2 pi. Into lambda upon 2 pi. Now pi gets cancelled. Now it is lambda by 4. Means when the angle is pi by 2, at that time the position of node from this origin is at lambda by 4. Second case, now 2 pi x by lambda is equal to the second angle. Second angle is 3 pi by 2. Okay. Now again we find out this equation for x. 3 pi by 2 into lambda upon 2 pi. Lambda upon 2 pi. Now again this pi gets cancelled. Now it is 3 lambda by 4. Therefore, when angle is 3 pi by 2, at that time the position of second node is 3 lambda by 4. Third, now 2 pi x by lambda equal to 5 pi by 2. Therefore, x equal to 5 pi by 2 into lambda upon 2 pi. again pi gets cancelled. Now it is 5 lambda by 4, right? And so on, right? In this way, from this we find out value of x. Means distance of first node. Distance of first node is lambda by 4. Distance for second node is 3 lambda by 4. Distance of third node is 5 lambda by 4, and so on, right? Therefore, what is this x? This value is, this is the distance, or this is the condition for node. Now, the first node is at a distance lambda by 4. Second node is at a distance 3 lambda by 4. Next node is at a distance 5 lambda by 4, right? Now, we have to find out the distance between two successive nodes. Distance between two successive nodes, right? Distance between two successive nodes is equal to, now this is the first node, this is the distance of first node, this is the distance of second node. Now when we find out the difference between these two, it gives us the distance between two successive nodes, right? Now therefore it is 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4. 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4. Now the LCM is 4, and 3 lambda minus lambda is equal to 2 lambda by 4. Now it is lambda by 2, right? Therefore it is proved that distance between any two successive node is always equal to lambda by 2. Similarly, now again we consider second case. Now we consider between these two. Now it is 5 lambda by 4 minus 3 lambda by 4, right? Now again LCM is 4. 5 lambda minus 3 lambda. Now it is 2 lambda by 4. Now it is again lambda by 2. In this way, it is proved that therefore the distance between two successive nodes is lambda by 2. Okay. Now it is clear that the distance between any two successive nodes is always equal to lambda by 2. In this way, we consider the condition for node. What is the condition for node? When nodes are produced, at that time the amplitude is minimum. Minimum means the amplitude A is 0. And for that condition, we consider that distance between two successive nodes is always equal to lambda by 2. Okay. Now come to the condition of antinode. Now when stationary waves travel through the medium, at that time nodes are produced, at the same time antinodes are also produced. Now we consider second part, condition for antinodes. Condition for antinodes, right? Now know that in that medium, when stationary waves travels through the medium, in that medium there are some particles which do not vibrate, means amplitude of that particle is 0. It is minimum. Therefore, these are known as nodes. But again, there are some particles in that medium which vibrates. Therefore, when the points, where the points at which the amplitude of particles of a medium is maximum means it is A. Maximum means it is capital A. At that time, such points are known as antinodes. These points are known as antinodes. Means when the amplitude of particles of a medium is maximum, such points are known as antinodes. Right? Therefore, for antinodes, value of A, value of capital A is always equal to plus or minus 2 times of small a. Value of capital A is always equal to plus minus 2 times of A, right? Therefore, again we know that 2A, A means 2A cos of 2 pi x by lambda, 2A cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to A, but A is equal to plus minus 2 pi, 2A, therefore it is plus minus 2A. Now this 2 gets cancelled. Cos of 2 pi x by lambda is equal to plus or minus 1. Now when we consider this angle 2 pi x by lambda, therefore cosine of this angle is always plus or minus 1. Therefore when we consider cos of theta is plus or minus 1, at that time this value of angle theta is always 0 degree or 180 degree and so on. For these particular angles, cosine of that angle theta is always plus or minus 1. Therefore, this cos of 2 pi x by lambda is always plus or minus 1, means 2 pi x by lambda, this angle is always equal to, for which angles? For 0 degree angle, for 0, for pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi and so on. Means when the angles are 0, at that time cos of this angle is plus or minus 1. When the angle is pi, at that time it is again plus or minus 1. When the angle is 2 pi, it is again plus or minus 1. When angle is 3 pi, it is again plus or minus 1. Right? For these different angles, cosine of that angle is always plus or minus 1. Now we consider one by one. Now, first condition, now we consider these two. Therefore, 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0. This 2 pi x by lambda is suppose equal to 0. Now we find out value of x. Value of x is 0. Value of x is 0. Second condition, now again this 2 pi x by lambda is equal to pi is equal to pi. Therefore, x is equal to pi into lambda upon 2 pi. Lambda upon 2 pi. Now this pi gets cancelled. Now it is lambda by 2. For the second condition, second angle pi, now x is lambda by 2. Now the third, 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 2 pi. Therefore, value of x equal to 2 pi into lambda upon 2 pi. 2 pi gets cancelled. Now it is lambda. Number 4, now 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 3 pi. Therefore, x equal to 3 pi into lambda upon 2 pi. Pi gets cancelled. Now it is 3 lambda by 2. Right? For the first particular angle, the value of x is 0. Second value of x is lambda by 2. Third value of x is lambda. Fourth value of x is 3 lambda by 2. Right? Now, from this, we consider now again we can find out value of x. First value of x is 0. Second value of x is lambda by 2. Third value of x is lambda. Next value is 3 lambda by 2 and so on. Right? It means that the first antinode is produced at a distance 0 from this origin. Second antinode is produced at a distance lambda by 2. Third antinode is produced at a distance lambda. Fourth antinode is produced at a distance 3 lambda by 2. Right? Now we have to find out the distance between two successive antinodes. Distance between two successive antinodes. Therefore, the distance between two successive antinodes is equal to. Now we find out difference between these two. Now it is lambda by 2 minus 0. Means it is lambda by 2. Now we consider second between these two. 3 lambda by 2 minus lambda means it is 2 is LCM. 3 lambda minus 2 lambda. Now it is lambda by 2. In this way, it is proved that distance between any two successive antinode is always equal to lambda by 2, lambda by 2. Therefore, we find out here distance between two successive antinodes is always lambda by 2. Similarly, we find out distance between two successive nodes is always equal to lambda by 2. At the same time, distance between two successive antinodes is also equal to lambda by 2. Right? Now we have to find out the distance between one node and its adjacent antinode. Node and its adjacent antinode. Okay. Now right here, the distance between a node and adjacent antinode. Node and adjacent antinode. Right? Now this is the distance for nodes and this is the distance for antinodes. When we consider any node and its adjacent antinode, suppose the first node is lambda by 4 distance and the first antinode is 0. Therefore, it is lambda by 4 minus 0 means it is lambda by 4. Right? When we find out difference between these two, it is lambda by 4. Therefore, it is find out that distance between a node and its adjacent antinode is always equal to lambda by 4. Now we consider next. Suppose this. Therefore, second case, 3 lambda by 4 minus. This is the second node. Its adjacent antinode is this, lambda by 2. Now 4 is LCM. Now it is 3 lambda minus 2 lambda. Now it is lambda by 4. Again it is lambda by 4. Therefore it is clear that the distance between a node and its adjacent antinode is always equal to lambda by 4. In this way, we find out that two different conditions for nodes and antinodes. For node, amplitude is always 0, and at that time we find out distance between two successive nodes is always lambda by 2. And for condition for antinode, now the amplitude A is always equal to plus or minus twice of small a. And again we find out distance between two successive antinodes is again equal to distance between is equal to lambda by 2, and again we find out distance between a node and its adjacent antinode is again always equal to lambda by 4. In this way we discuss equation of stationary wave on a straight string. We find out the conditions for node as well as conditions for antinode. Okay, thank you. Now we stop here.